Hi guys, it's been a while. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Byaoko and today I'm back with another tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how to crochet this high-waisted, high-leg Brazilian crochet bikini tutorial. So last week I didn't upload a video, forgive me guys. It's because I have been super busy working on client orders, so juggling the two can be a little bit tricky. And to be honest with you guys, sometimes I get crochet burnouts whereby you don't feel like crocheting anymore. It's just the passion that keeps you going. I don't know if it's just me or you also experience the same. Kindly leave a comment down below. Let me know if you also experience crocheting burnout and how do you go about it. So anyway, this is a client order and I thought why not film a tutorial for you guys and show you guys how I achieved this look. I also made a matching crisscross bikini top, as you can see it in the video over here. And this tutorial is quite beginner friendly, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends and your family. Yeah, and before we get straight into the video, it's important for you to know the measurements that you need. You need your round fly, which is the area from your waist going towards the crotch part and then up above your waist going through the back. And yeah, so this particular bottom is 20 inches, the round fly is 20 inches, but you can make up to 22 inches depending on how high-waisted you really want to you want it to look. And then the front part I started with 3 inches wide, and I believe the front part is normally standard for everyone. Yeah, so let's get straight into the video. So for the material, I'll be using this yarn over here. It's called Robin and it's 100% acrylic yarn. It's a fingering yarn and I'm going to use a single strand to make this bikini bottom. I love my bikinis quite light enough, so I ran out of swimwear yarn and this is an alternative. So you can use any fingering yarn. I wouldn't advise you to use chunky yarn or some medium weight yarn when making bikini pieces because it can get a little bulky in water. You also need tape measure for the measurements. I'm going to use 1.75 millimeter crochet hook, and then for the darning needle I'm going to use this tiny needle over here to weave in my ends, and finally you need scissors to cut off your yarn. To begin, make a slip knot. Always leave out a long tail, and then you're going to make foundation chain stitches, and you're going to chain up to 3 inches, so from here to here. So the number of chains you're going to make doesn't matter as long as you have 3 inches. So I have 22 chain stitches, which is 3 inches. So now let's begin on the first row. Hold on to the last chain that you made and then chain 2, and then yarn over and make a half double crochet in the chain that you held. Now go ahead and make half double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the row. And I'm at the end of the row, and for row 1 you should be having something like this. Now on the next row, you're going to start increasing your work, and to do that, chain 2, turn your work around, and then into the first stitch over here you're going to make 2 half double crochet. So this chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, so yarn over and make your first half double crochet. This is your first stitch, and then make another half double crochet in the same stitch, for an increase. And now go ahead and make half double crochet in each and every stitch. And then when you get at the end of the row, go inside that stitch and make 2 half double crochet. So that's one. Make another half double crochet for an increase. So at the start of the row you have increased your stitches, and then at the end of the row you have also increased your stitches. To begin on the next row, chain 2. Remember, the chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. Turn your work around, and then inside this first stitch over here you're going to make 2 half double crochet for an increase. And then make half double crochet in each and every stitch going towards the other side of the row. So I'm almost at the end of the row, 2 stitches left. And remember, we're going inside this stitch over here, and in that last stitch make 2 half double crochet to form an increase. Now for the next number of rows, you're going to increase on the edges until you have approximately 2.5 inches, and then you're going to stop at that point once you have your 2.5 inches, increasing on this other side, on both sides. And then I'm going to meet you at that point and show you what to do next. So now I have my 2.5 on this other side, and on the front part I have approximately 5.5 inches. So once you have these measurements, now we're going to start decreasing our work. And to do that, chain 2. After chaining 2, turn your work around and then make a half double crochet in the first stitch over here. And then in the next 2 stitches, this and this, you're going to make a reduction. So yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, and go in the next stitch, pull through, and then now yarn over and pull through all those loops together. And now you're going to make, after making the reduction, make half double crochet in each and every stitch. So I'm at the end of the row and I have 3 stitches left over here. So in the next 2 stitches, make a reduction, yarn over, insert your hook in that stitch, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook inside the next stitch, pull through, and now yarn over and pull through all those loops together. And then in the final stitch, make a half double crochet in that final stitch. So to begin on the next row of reduction, chain 2, turn your work around and then make half double crochet in the first stitch. Now for the next 2 stitches, make a reduction. Now go ahead and make half double crochet in each and every stitch. I'm at the end of the row and I have 3 stitches left. So make a reduction in the next 2 stitches, and then in the final stitch make 1/2 double crochet. So now this is going to be your pattern. Continue reducing your work, going towards the down part, and then you're going to stop when you have approximately 2.5 inches for the crotch area. So now I have reduced my work and I have approximately 2.5 inches. So at this point, maintain your work, no reduction. To do that, chain 2, turn your work around, make half double crochet in the first stitch over here, make half double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the row. Two stitches left, and this is your last stitch over here. To begin on the next row, you're going to chain 2, turn your work around, and then you're going to make half double crochet in the first stitch. Now go ahead and make half double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the row, and you're going to repeat this for a number of rows until you get half size of your round fly. Like that. So repeat the same thing. So continue making the crotch part. So this is half side of my pant and this is what I'm working on. So this is the half size of your round fly. When you stretch this out, it should be around 10 inches in length. So once you achieve that, you're going to stop at that point and repeat the same thing again. Make another exact piece like this one that we have over here. So now I have one part of the bikini pant ready, and if I stretch it out, it reaches 10 inches. So at this point you can cut off your yarn, make sure you leave a long tail. So now let's work on the sides of the pants, something like this. So to work on this side, take your yarn and attach it on the top of the pant using a single crochet. So this counts as your first single crochet, and we're going to make single crochet along this side. So in this row of half double crochet, make 1 single crochet. In the next row, make 2 single crochet. In the next row, make 1 single crochet. In the following row, make 2 single crochet. 1 single crochet here. In the next one, 2 single crochet. So repeat this until you get to this point over here where you started reducing your work. You're going to stop at this corner. So once you have your single crochet binding, we're going to make half double crochet with chain 2 spaces. So start by making chain 5 at the beginning of the row, 3, 4, 5, and then skip 2 stitches 1, 2, and then make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 single crochet, and then into the third one make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and then make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, make a double crochet until you complete the row. So by the end of the row, you should be having something like this. Now to begin on the next row, chain 5, turn your work around, and then make a double crochet on top of this double crochet. So on this row, we're going to make a reduction at the end. So chain 2, make a double crochet where you have double crochet stitch, chain 2, make a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, make a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, and now to make a reduction, you're going to skip this double crochet over here, and onto this last stitch you're going to skip 2 stitches and then make a double crochet. So now on this row you have made a reduction. To begin on the next row, chain 5. On this row you're not going to make a reduction, so make a double crochet on top of the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, complete your row by making a double crochet into the next stitch after skipping 2 stitches. So for the next row, it's going to be a reduction row. You are going to alternate. When you reduce one row, the next row you are not reducing. So to begin on this row, chain 5, turn your work around, make a double crochet where you have double crochet stitch, chain 2, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, and now we are making a reduction, so skip this stitch over here, and then into the last stitch you're going to skip 2 chains, and then into the third chain make a double crochet. So now you have a reduction. So for the next row you are going to maintain your work, you're not going to make a reduction. So repeat this until you complete these stitches over here. You should be having something like this when you complete these stitches. So I have completed reducing this over here. So now I'm going to chain 2 and finally make a double crochet into this final stitch, and at this point now I'm going to double my strand because it's quite thin. So I'm going to use 2 strands to make the chain stitches which we're going to tie around the waist. So now go ahead and make long chain stitches as per your desire. So once you have your long chain, cut off your yarn, leave a long tail because you're going to use this tail to fix the tassels, and then tighten it off. Now repeat the same thing onto this other side. Whatever we've done on this side, repeat it on this other side. So now that you have the 2 sides together, it's time to join them using a needle. So make sure the wrong side is on the outer part, and this is how you're going to go about it. Okay, just watch what I'm doing in the video. It's a little bit tricky to explain. Let me just zoom in. So the joining is quite seamless, and that's how it looks like. Now go ahead and weave in your ends, and now it's time for us to fix the tassels. So the tassels are finally done. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this high leg bikini bottom, and also check my other tutorials. Until next time, goodbye.